Hi guys, so today we're opening a mystery box. Today's mystery box is from Not Polish. And I've heard so many good things about these boxes. I'm not super familiar with Not Polish as a brand, so I feel like I'm really excited to get into this and see all what they have. I think the most of what I have heard about them are their mystery boxes because they have a reputation of just being like crazy filled, crazy good value. But like I said, I wasn't super familiar with the brand, so I did not see that they had this go up. So shout out to Nailed It Rachel for sending this to me when it went live, so I was able to buy it. And it is quite heavy. This in particular is their Midsummer mystery box, and it is filled with up to a $300 value, and it was $109, but their shipping was quite expensive. I think it was about $25, and then also with tax it came to about $150. I feel like this is going to be really fun because it's not often that I'm able to get a mystery box from a brand I'm not super familiar with, so all of this is going to be like a surprise and introduction to all of their products and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. I always think it's interesting when brands put up to a certain value instead of like guaranteeing a certain value. So this will be interesting. I noticed that Apres put up mystery boxes the other day and they also said that. Let me know if you want me to get one of the Apres mystery boxes. I think this is the first time they've ever done mystery boxes. So yeah, let me know on that. And they have some crazy big ones. I think the most expensive one was like $1,200 or something crazy like that. Like, I don't know, for that much, I feel like I'd have to get like the whole store or something like that. All right, and this is cute that they have like the packaging to go with this Midsummer mystery. Ooh, okay, let me put this to the side and get everything out one by one. Hopefully without knocking a bunch of stuff over. Okay, let's open this. Ooh, okay, we got some acrylics. So these are 2-in-1, which means that you can use them as a dip powder or a regular acrylic powder. And also, if it wasn't implied, I will be doing a set with all of the stuff that I get today. Obviously, the type of set depends on what I get. I wasn't sure if I should go in expecting to do acrylic or if they have full cover tips. I don't know, I didn't look. I'll go through and I'll swatch everything and then we'll do a set if possible. I mean, I got acrylic, so should be possible. But this one we have Milky White, that's exciting. Life is Golden, and it looks like a really pretty like rose gold type shimmer. Got a blue glitter. What I do have from Not Polish is 2 acrylics, and I bought them at a nail store, not on like their website or anything like that. And I've used it once, and that was like last week. And I used like this much of it. So, and this one is Mauve About You. I like this nude. This name is Chew It Over. It's kind of funny. It's supposed to look like natural, I think. And then we got a very bright yellow that's called Sunflower. Also, I feel like I keep forgetting to mention all the stuff that I want to do today because I've been dying to open this. It's been sitting there for a couple days and it's just been like staring at me every time I walk past it. I'm gonna add up everything at the end and see what kind of value we did get and sort of like see if it's worth it. Okay, next thing. Ooh, a little light. This is a pretty hefty little flash cure lamp. Batteries not included. I'll get batteries in a bit. Ooh, okay, we have some gem gel for rhinestones and stuff like that. Super cool. So we'll make sure to glue some sort of like charm or rhinestones on today. Oh, this one's heavy. Oh my gosh. This is full. Ooh, okay, this is going to be lacquer and gel polish. Okay, so that's super cool. So you get a gel polish and a regular nail polish in the same color. That is super cool. I feel like that would be great for nail salons or nail techs that take all different kinds of clients. Like that would be super cool if people came in wanting like matching sets or something like that, but someone wanted nail polish and someone else wanted gel. You could do that. Or I know some people only put nail polish on their toes, so that would work in that case also, but that's super cool. So it's also nice to be able to see like what color we're getting in here. So we got a really pretty pink. There's so many of these too. A nude. I really like that nude. A gel. Why did I say a gel? A blue. I meant a blue gel. Then this one is like a white with glitter in it. Very pretty. Then we have another nude and another nude. You know what? Let's swatch these. I will swatch the acrylics also, but I'm going to wait till we actually do the nails to swatch those. That way there's a shorter period that I'm smelling a bunch of monomer. But let's right now swatch the gels. I couldn't see in the packaging, but the gel colors do have it on the top, which is nice. These bottles are also really nice. Very pretty. The name of this one is Pumpkin Spice, which I do see it does have sort of a orange hue to it, but it is still like a nude. It's not super orangey. A nice summer peachy nude, even though it's named pumpkin spice, and it levels out really nice. It is quite thin, not in a bad way, but just an observation. This one is Sparkle Ember. Do you see what I mean about it being thin? Now, that was definitely my fault though, because I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to get the swatch stick in focus. That's just not usually something that I'm having to watch for very often. Alrighty, try this again. Even though they are very thin, they're still very pigmented. Like, I'm not sure if I would need a second coat or not. Like, you could probably get away with one. You might have a couple sparse areas, but if you're doing like nail art or something over, you're probably good. This one is Blissful Purple. Ooh, and I like this one. Not as pigmented as the others, but I don't think it's really meant to be. Seems more of like a more subtle or overlay color. The name of this one is Naughty Girl, and the shade is what I would describe as a gray, which is like a beige gray. The shade of this one is called Moon Dust. I feel like that name fits this shade very well. And this one is Cappuccino. Here are all the swatches. I feel like one good thing about a thinner gel like these is that you won't bulk up the nail as much if you're trying to do a couple coats, because they are very pigmented, so you would only need like 2 max. You would definitely not need any more than that. You could probably even get away with 1 if your, I don't know, like your acrylic is already bulky or something like that. But I like them. Give you guys a little bit of a closer up. All right, let's continue. Grab a couple things out. Okay, what is this? Pigment palette. What? I haven't really seen these very much. I do have one from Temu, but I think that's about it in terms of like eyeshadow looking palettes from nail brands. So let's see what this looks like. I had to go grab it because I was like, huh, because the colors did look pretty similar. This is one from Temu, and then this is obviously the Not Polished one. I'm not saying they're the same thing or like the same formulation, but in terms of color, they are quite similar. They have a lot of the almost exact same shades, with the difference in this one being the metallics, obviously, but that will be interesting to try out. And for the instructions on this, it pretty much just says to apply a matte top coat and then use a sponge and basically rub the powder on. We know how to do it. Forgot something else out. Okay, so they do have full cover tips, it looks like, and these ones are a Coffin XL. Here is what that looks like. Good length and shape. You get 360 pieces. All right, I got also a tip glue to put the tips on. Okay, so that's cool that they give you that as well. Then we also have a file, and oh my gosh, a bunch of little buffers. These are so cute and tiny. I know that this is more of a professional brand, so they're making this stuff for like nail techs who take a bunch of clients. I just think they're so cute because they look like these little mini versions of like the ones I normally use from eNail. That is so cute and really perfect for one-time use. Love that. Just kidding, we got 2 files. And I think that's it. So more or less, this is the haul. Of course, I got 6 of these and 6 acrylics also, so keep that in mind in addition with this stuff. I feel like this is a good little introduction to the brand. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I feel like it's kind of a hard decision. I do think I'm going to use acrylic just because I do full cover tips all the time. And although that is a lot quicker, I really just always still love how acrylic looks, even though it smells and like takes longer, more effort. I just feel like acrylic looks a certain way that I love. So let me add up how much all of this totals to, and I will be back and we will see the value that I got. Okay, I've done my calculations, and there are 6 of the gel sets, and those are $12 each. There are 5 of the 2-ounce acrylics, and those are $20 each. There is 1 of the 1-ounce acrylics, and those are $15 each. The large gem gel is $35. The full cover tips are $19. The tip glue for the tips is $15. The little set of buffers is $12. And the regular files only come in packs of 10, but I broke that down to $2.50 each since a pack of 10 is $25, so I'd call that $5 for the 2 I got. I could not find a price for this little flash cure lamp. This, to my knowledge, from what I could see, only comes in their full cover tip kit normally. So I can't really put a good value on this, but the pigment palette is $30, which I thought, I don't know, maybe it's just me, it could just be me, but I think that's crazy. I thought I was looking at like 10 maybe. $30 is crazy. I don't know though. We'll see. Maybe it works amazing. I know that the one I got from Temu, it worked fine, but it didn't like blow me out of the water. So our total, not including the light though, because I couldn't find it, is $303 worth of value. So you are absolutely getting your value for what they promise. I do feel like there is a really good mix of colors in here too. It does not feel like these are all shades that they couldn't sell and so they just put them into mystery boxes to sell to people. These are good colors, especially like the milky white and stuff like that. I wouldn't believe that this does not sell well. And they're all very usable shades too. They give a lot of like nudes and like, you know, more subtle shades and pinks and stuff like that, which are all very usable. And I feel like a large range of people would use them. So I feel like that is really good. Sometimes you get mystery boxes and all the colors are kind of whack, but these are not. These are very sensible, and they also do kind of, in my opinion, correlate. When I was looking everything over, this one is Moonlight and this one is Moon Dust, and they're both blues. So I do feel like thought went into what colors to pair everything together, which I really appreciate. So let's do an acrylic set. I do, of course, have to use a bit of other supplies like my tips, the monomer, brush, and etc. I didn't expect to get every little thing I would need, although I did think that there would be a little bit more of a range just from what I've heard from the mystery boxes, but this was only a medium mystery box. So today I think I'm gonna do something kind of along like cotton candy vibes since I got so much pink and blue. So let's get to it. I'm gonna grab out a little bit of monomer. I'm using my Secret Nail Affair monomer, and I should probably get a paper towel. Probably be useful. And now that I have this out, let's go ahead and swatch all of the acrylics. I'm gonna just do a quick little swatch for each one. This one is Chew It Over, and I did not even realize that there was sparkles in it until I opened it. Oh my gosh, this one is so pretty. I was not expecting this from just looking on the outside, but all of those little sparkles, gorgeous. And this one is Mauve About You. I'm gonna leave this swatch a little bit faded down like that because I think it looks really pretty. Here we have Sunflower. This is intense. Look at that color. Wow. Wow, wow. And here it is. Honestly, probably not my favorite color, but would be good for literal like 3D sunflower sculpted nail art. Okay, I'm really excited to see this one. This one is pink, but it has like a gold shimmer sheen to it, and it is called Life is Golden. And it does indeed have little gold shimmers in it, and it's really pretty. Now we're at Milky White. So this could just be me, but I thought that this was going to be a bit more transparent, but it is quite opaque. Like it's just a regular white. It is just like not a bright white, I guess. It's more of a, I feel like you can only describe white so many ways. It's not like gonna blind you, you know, it's a little bit softer, but I did just for some reason think it was gonna be a bit transparent, but it is not. That's okay. That's probably just me. It's not like I looked at the listing and bought it. And our last shade, this one is Moonlight, and this is a chunky glitter, very chunky. Here's that. Very pretty. And here is Everything Dry. Honestly, surprisingly, I think my favorite is this. It's like a transparent nudish glitter. I don't know. I really like it. It definitely dried a little bit more clear than when I applied it, but I really like it. I definitely will use this today. And like I said, I feel like these are all very usable shades. Like if you've never done acrylic before and this is what you got, I feel like this is a good start. You could do, you know, like classic French tips and then give it a little bit of pizzazz. So let's do my actual nails now. Again, I don't have a plan, so hopefully it won't be a mess. I don't have a ton of options. All right, I've decided on going with like the clearish glitter, the nude, and the pink. So first we're gonna cover my crusty, dusty natural nail just so we have a good base to start with. Perfect. Okay, maybe I will take some of this pink and ombre it down. Ooh, pretty. Do a bit of a bigger bead. I did add a couple drops of acetone to my monomer just to help it set up a bit quicker. Although these already seem pretty fast setting in my opinion. Like I probably didn't even need that, which is nice. I like fast setting acrylic. And then why don't we just top it off with this like clear one. I'm gonna use this, I guess it's not even clear. Well, I guess it might be kind of. I'm gonna use this like clearish nude one kind of as a clear topper today, and just what I'll use to like kind of cap the designs and stuff if needed. Okay, last bead, because I definitely don't want this to get too chunky. I would love to not have to spend my night just filing. All right, look how pretty. And I think I'm gonna pretty much just start off each nail the same with that nude shade on my natural nail and like fading it down a bit. All right, And then I'm going to, let's see, pick up a little bit of the clear and then the pink. And I don't know, I was gonna say like marble. Okay, so for this one, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a marble. I feel like it's been quite some time since I've done something like that. So I've kind of ended up with the same design on all of the nails using the acrylic. I figure I can switch it up and change each nail's design a little bit more using gel and charms and, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so I finished up the nails and I'm going to do a little bit of filing and get these into a proper shape. We'll get all these lumps and bumps taken care of, and then we can do the nail art that I still don't know what it is going to be, but we'll figure that out momentarily. All right, here we are all shaped up so much better. I want to use this, so I'm trying to think of what to do with it. There is sort of like a shimmery white shade here as well as a couple chromes. I don't know. I'm gonna get some of this blue out. I think that I might just kind of go in and do some abstract designs. I was sort of thinking of doing this blue and then using the powder to make like a gradient in these lines. I feel like that looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do something like that. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about all of these colors together. I don't think it's quite giving off like cotton candy. I think the pink's a little too dark for that. I am really surprised that this gel polish is actually doing well for this nail art. I would have thought that just because it was so thin it wouldn't work very well, but I feel like it's going just fine. That powder palette did say to use a matte top coat, so I want to only use the powder on just where I placed those random swirls. So I'm gonna just top coat everything in glossy right now. Oh, look at that, looks so pretty now that we've put that top coat over. And then I will go over those areas in just matte top coat. I think that's the best way to go about this because I don't want it sticking really on anything else. I feel like it looks so much prettier now that we have the top coat on and we can see the sparkles. Feel better about it. I didn't like hate it, but I just felt like, I don't know, the colors and everything, I just wasn't vibing with it, but this is a lot better now that we can see some of that sparkle. All right, and then we'll go over all of these spots just with the matte top coat, which is kind of hard, putting clear in a certain spot. All right, I'm gonna cure it and see how I did with that. Okay, ready? I feel like it actually did all right. I feel like that's kind of a vibe though, like with the matte swirls like that. Might have to do a design like that again in the future, but stick to this one for now. All right, I have this brush that I typically use for eyeshadows, pigments that I am going to put on my nails. So I think that I'm gonna try to use this blue. I feel like, will that match? Not really. We'll do it anyway. I know it said use a sponge, but I'm gonna use a brush, okay? I just want to kind of fade it a bit. It is very pigmented for sure. Dang, I was hoping to blend it a little bit more. I can definitely tell the difference between this and the Temu one now. I think anyway, because if I remember this Temu one, I was having to dig at it a little bit to get some better pigment. But you know what? We will just try using the Temu one also. Okay. Well, actually, maybe not then. There's a lot more fallout on the Temu one, and it is different. This is definitely a like shimmery pearly color, and this is a matte. But actually, that was pretty similar, can't even lie. You could say that the Temu one is more pigmented, but it's also pretty powdery, as we can see. Okay, I'm gonna get back to using the Not Polish one. This might not stick as good because I had to wipe it off. I'm gonna have to put the matte on top of that one to get it to work. I'm gonna start down here this time. Why is that happening? Okay, I think I need to do another layer of the matte. Okay, double matte coat now. I feel like we should be able to hopefully do this a little bit better. There we go. Want to like blend it a little bit. Nice. It's gonna be definitely a little bit of like a strange color set, but that's okay. These pigments are a little bit finicky because if the top coat is like not perfectly even, it starts to like do weird things. Okay, now I'm not sure what color I want to put at the other side. I was thinking a silver, but then there's this like gold fleck. So perhaps we do gold, or we could do this like really light purple right there. I wish there was like a light pink or something. You know what? No, I'm gonna do the silver. You know, we could just like keep this little wave icy. That's what I'll go with. Ooh, that silver is pretty. Ooh, you know what? Now that I've done this, oh, that silver is so pretty. I kind of regret doing the blue. No. One moment. Honestly, I just couldn't go ahead with that. It just was not looking good, and I was trying to convince myself that it did, and it didn't. I really like that silver, but I realized that there's also like a metallic red in here, which I feel like would actually go good with this, and also the gold. It's like a gold metallic red. Let's start with the gold, because that one is fun. I'm gonna just dab this in like we did. Now we'll take that, I feel like it's like a burgundy type color. I don't usually go for red, but today will be the exception. So this seems to have also stuck to the shiny part. So now I have to clean that up. I was hoping it wouldn't since it said to use a matte top coat, but I feel like, you know, it's my fault. I know better. See if we can even really clean it up. Yeah, can. Okay, so it's actually been a while since I last top coated or whatever I was doing. I don't even remember at this point. I had to actually go over those spots again with a shiny top coat and then redo it because it just was not sticking to the matte one. Maybe the non-metallic pigments stick to a matte one a lot better, but this one just did not. So now it looks kind of wonky because it was like 2 or 3 layers of the matte and then a layer of the shiny, so it's kind of looking a little rippled. I was trying to only use the stuff I got today, but I'm gonna bring in a gold glitter gel to just outline all of these lines because I feel like they just don't look very good, and I think this will help. Like, hopefully at the very least just make it look a tiny bit cleaner. I feel like this design went downhill so quickly. I feel like it was doing really good and then the powder just messed me up. But I do think that outlining this in gold is helping, thankfully. I feel like these rhinestones match these colors perfectly. They have like a burgundy gold shift with them. So pretty. So now I'm gonna bring out the gem glue. Nice little squeezy tube. And I think for the gems, I'm just going to put a couple along the gold lines just to like further accent that. So I'm gonna put that on, then I'm gonna just go over with my top coat. And these are tiny rhinestones. And there we are. And I'm gonna do the same thing on each nail. And here we are. This is definitely not the set that I thought I was going to end up with, but I actually do like it, surprisingly. I do wish the chrome-ish part was smoother and not like rippled looking. If it was really smooth, I feel like that would be a lot better, but at least the rest of the nails are really smooth. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any other mystery boxes that you want me to try. I feel like the second part of the year is when they really start dropping, you know, like the Halloween and Christmas ones and whatever. So let me know if you see any. If you got one of these mystery boxes, let me know what you got. I don't know if they're all the same or if people get different things or if it's like everyone gets the same thing but different shades. I don't know. Let me know. That'd be interesting to know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!